Here we are again at couch time with some young couples this time, which is really great. Welcome and thank you for volunteering, I'm sure, your time. And let's head into some questions. This is all about dating and love and marriage and everything in between that we're going to learn. So, I thought I'd start with Daniel and Steph, and you've been married 7 years. Yeah, it does go fast, eh? And Adam and Kanika, 1.5 years. So we've got, it's great, eh? So, yeah. Yeah, so there's a good variety of years here of marriage, and they're going to have different experiences of what that kind of has meant for them and what it looks like. Yeah. So we're going to start with Daniel and Steph. And Steph, I've heard from somewhere, I think your parents actually, that in your dating before you got married, that boundaries were really important to you. And I've heard a bit of that story, so it would be great if you could share what those boundaries meant for you and why you put them in place.
Cool. So I guess boundaries are there to keep us safe and give us guidelines. Hey, so we did have some pretty strong boundaries in our dating life. Our kiss on our wedding day was our first kiss, so we didn't kiss at all. It was one of our main boundaries. I mean, that's kind of extreme, I know. Yeah, I did actually. But anyway, our photos are a bit funny. Anyway, I guess for us it was just like, obviously there's no sex before marriage, but we just didn't want to be dancing along the edge of that line of like, well, how far do you go? You know, like with a fire, you're going to get burnt if you're kind of meddling around it. And for us, it was almost a gateway drug, you could say. Like if we were kissing, we just, not that we didn't have self-control, but we just didn't want to put ourselves in a situation where you could compromise yourselves and you didn't want to. So we found it a lot easier ourselves to just say, no kissing. Anyway, that was one of the main boundaries. But
and it also helped us develop intimacy in a broader sense as well. I mean, because there's seasons in marriage where intimacy looks different. So to have kind of developed that skill of being able to be intimate and stuff like that without anything physical is actually quite cool as well. So it was a good time to develop that for us as well.
We also had a list of things that it started out in my mind of things that we shouldn't do, like no kissing, but actually something that, it was Danny's idea, but he said, well, let's make a list of things we can do, which is actually a really cool perspective. It's not all about what you shouldn't be doing, but actually what can we do? We can pray together, we can encourage each other, we can be each other's best supporters, and we actually made a really more positive list than a negative list of things not to do. So that was a cool distinction to make too in the boundaries.
Wow, that's such wisdom, eh? But I actually didn't know that was your first kiss on your wedding day. I actually didn't find that out till today. I was blown away. I think that is incredible, the boundaries you guys put in, and like you explained it for the reasons that you did. Yeah, it's really precious. Thank you. Kanika and Adam, yeah. So again, dating is a big part of getting to know each other. And I know that you guys had a lot to do with the youth group. And so with dating for you, how did you guys do that? How did you keep yourself safe? And how did you involve yourself to be able to be dating while doing that, keeping yourself safe in relationship?
Yeah, well, I think for us, we're both very blessed in the fact that we come from two strong Christian families. And we understand that not everyone obviously has that. But so that definitely helped. And our siblings were probably some of our closest friends that we were mainly hanging out with most of the time. So just probably having that strong family and friend support really helped us. And even some of our friends that weren't our siblings or family that were just like-minded to us. Like you guys talked about being equally yoked, and that's just as important to have that with each other as it is with your friends and who you surround yourselves with. So that for us was probably very important. Yeah. Anything to add?
Yeah, I guess kind of on what you were saying about boundaries, like we didn't really, at the start, we didn't really think about it much, but I had a mate who had like a massive list on his phone of boundaries that him and his girlfriend had, and I was like, oh, I probably should think about like things that we should do, like not do and not do. And one of them was that we would never we weren't allowed in each other's rooms, and especially like alone. So we made sure that we didn't do that, even if there was people around. It's just something like you don't want to put yourself in a situation, even if you think you might not do anything. But yeah, just never put yourself in a situation like you were saying. So yeah.
That's so cool, Adam. I have actually a question for you. What's been some of your favourite things about marriage?
Wow. I don't know, just like living with your best friend is the best, like is the number one thing I think. Yeah, when you're dating, like you just have so much fun. And yeah, I mean, Kanika's my best friend. Like there's no one else I would want to spend time with more. Sorry everyone else, but so that's definitely the coolest thing, and we just get to do life together. Yeah, every part of life. So I think that's one of the coolest things about marriage.
Guys, you're a cool couple. Yeah, the answers there are precious and to hear that, I think, especially for many people who don't come from those backgrounds, to get insight into how to date, how to have boundaries is so healthy and important for us to learn. Daniel, what has becoming a dad changed in you?
Yeah, in some ways it probably makes you more vulnerable. Definitely reading articles about a 4-year-old or 2-year-old dying, it's just like, nah, just not even going there now. Like it just hits you too hard. But yeah, I suppose understanding more the Father's love, especially like your relationship with God, I think goes even stronger. Understanding the Father. I mean, even the idea of God just couldn't watch Jesus die, sort of thing. It kind of makes a lot more sense now. And yeah, it definitely does, I suppose, expand your love as well. I mean, Mum talked about this, how your love doesn't half, it just grows. And it's definitely true. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, and Steph, what's God teaching you in your current season of your marriage?
Well, that's a good question. Well, he's teaching me stuff in terms of my quiet times with God, and even, I guess, we're so time poor with 3 kids, so what does it look like to spend time with God and even spending time with Danny, like how that looks, because you have such little pockets of time, it seems, between the hours when the kids aren't around, or even when the kids are around, I guess you can connect then, but he's just teaching me that, I guess, don't compare. So on Instagram it looks like, people with kids are dating all the time and have all this time together, or have amazing quiet times even. But God said to me the other day actually that, He and Danny, like, just take the times that you have that are available to you. It doesn't have to be pre-planned and perfect and anything like that, but just make it happen with whatever time you have available. So connect wherever that is, on the couch quickly, or go for a walk together, if possible. It's not going to be big amounts of time at the moment, but just really focusing on each other when we can, and then also focusing on God when I can. So He is always there, waiting for us to connect with Him. For me, I guess that's probably the biggest focus. I know, obviously, you asked about marriage, but if our relationship with God isn't right first, and that's been my biggest struggle lately, is finding that time, because everything else flows from that, I guess. So trying to get that right, and so yeah, just making sure I'm really taking any of those opportunities that I have to, first of all, talk to God, and then also keep connecting to each other, not just as mum and dad, but husband and wife.
Yeah, for sure. And okay, for Kanika and Adam, you can both answer this question. What excites you most about your future?
Oh, well, I mean, we're still obviously pretty young and have a lot ahead of us, but I was actually just saying this before, like this year we've probably set a lot more goals for us as a couple, like money-wise or just life goals and stuff. So we've got a lot to look forward to, but probably family is like one of the most, for me anyway, the most exciting things, something that I'm really looking forward to. Just, yeah. So, yeah, probably that.
Yeah, probably the same, actually. Family sounds pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, we are too. We're looking forward to your family coming. Yeah. And I guess, my question to you both too, how do you work out your finances? So you are newly married and how do you work that out? Do you communicate with each other or does somebody make all the decisions?
Yeah, well, we actually did cover this before we were married with Jackson and Berto. We did the pre-marriage course with them, which was really good, just to kind of talk about those things before we got married so that we kind of knew where we stood. But I was definitely a big spender, so that's something that I've kind of had to rein in a little bit. Well, it's kind of been good because I've had someone to keep me accountable. But so yeah, for that, it was probably my biggest thing was to learn how to save a bit more money. But it's been good. We're pretty good. I feel like we balance each other out, to say the least. Yeah.
I'm with you, Kanika.
Yeah. But it was yeah. We're in a very blessed position right now where we do just have 2 incomes and like we're just every day we just can't believe how blessed we are with everything that we have and money that comes along with that, and prioritizing the church as well, like making sure, I think for us a big thing was that our number one priority in our relationship and in money is to give back to God because of just everything that He's given to us, it's the least we can do. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you covered that pretty well. And for you, Adam, what's the most meaningful thing your spouse does that makes you feel loved?
Think about this
You're
one.
allowed to think. Should we do something in between? You're good.
No. I think there's lots of things. Can't nail it to one, but I do love coming home. Well, actually, I'm already home, but Kanika comes home and she cooks me dinner, and I love getting cooked dinner. It's one thing I really appreciate because she's worked a long day, and I'm sure the last thing she feels like doing is cooking. So I'm really grateful for that. And just, she's always really supportive of me, anything I do. And that's really cool.
Yeah, you can pass that one on to Daniel now, the same question.
It's probably actually quite similar. And it kind of helps that actually it's probably one of Steph's main love languages. She just loves cooking. And she loves... Yeah. And so it's a way for her also to show me as well, and show the whole family, our whole family, now that we're not just me and her, but it is our family as well, how much. So it's good if at least I'm giving good feedback on the dinner. Cause
Not always the kids like, this is disgusting.
yeah, well, so at least I'm trying to give good feedback, Just, I know. I just love quoting the car, just, like, you could sell us, just kind of, yeah. So, but it's probably that. But I can't think of anything else really.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
It's Italian help, so.
Okay, do you two want to answer that question? It'd be great. Yeah, same question.
Well, I guess it's all the seasons you're in, and we're in the thick of 3 young kids, so I really appreciate Danny just helping with the kids, not helping, like we're both parents, but he's an amazing dad, and it's just incredible when he's around. Just, both dealing with the kids and playing with them, and I just love watching his relationship with them flourish. And as his wife, it's just, I don't know, it's just another layer of him that's just so beautiful, and I love seeing that. It's really helpful, but it's just something, I feel more in love with him when I see him as a dad.
For me, it's probably... Adam's very good at doing acts of service, He's always doing things for me, whether it's fixing up my car or just bringing me a drink of water when I ask or anything. Like even when we were dating, he would drive an hour to come get me something, or I don't know. He's just like always going above and beyond to do anything and everything for me. So it's always meant a lot. It's great.
Yeah, it's a good love story. Okay, so I'm going to do some quick fire questions. Now you can go, I don't know, or you can point to yourself, or you can point to your partner. All right, this is for all of you. And as soon as I've asked the question, you've got to point. All right. Who apologises first? Who said I love you first? Well, let's hold them there for a minute. I want to see that a bit longer. Oh, it's lovely. Who's more competitive? Who is more likely to forget where they put their keys? There we go. Who's more likely to cry during a movie? Who is more adventurous? Okay, and who is more likely to buy something they don't need? Me too. Okay, we got this. Okay, so look, I think that's kind of. I wanted to wrap this up with letting you speak into what you'd like others to hear about dating and wisdom, what you'd like to share with others. I mean, you've already shared some beautiful things around boundaries and dating and keeping yourself safe in those places, and you had really good support systems. But there's God in the mix too, and your faith. So anything you want to share on the way out that you think others might get gems from?
I guess let God write your love story, as cheesy as that sounds. But I just want to say, I don't know where everyone is at, but it's definitely worth waiting for God's right person for you. Like, don't force it to happen. We were in our 30s when we met, so it seemed like we were getting on a bit. And I definitely, it had been bothering me, and I'd been trying to make it happen, and I was on Tinder at one stage, and that never really went anywhere because I never felt peace about it. But, I was doing all these things to try and, because I would find a husband, not any husband, but just thought I needed to make it happen because nothing was happening. But God has such amazing plans for us, and if we actually leave it in His hands, it's just so much better. And it's also worth waiting to be evenly yoked. That was the other thing. I had a lot of guy friends at uni, but none of them were Christian, and that was literally the only thing that stopped me dating them. I could have easily dated any of them. They were awesome guys, but in my mind, it's like, well, what's the point of going down that road if your faith is something that's important to you? Then why start a relationship and even go towards marriage with that person if that foundation's not there for both of you? Because it infiltrates everything when you eventually have kids and how you bring them up and even just how you relate to each other, going to church. It really affects everything, so it's worth waiting for. And God has such amazing plans for us, so if we do just leave it with Him, it'll happen, even if it's not on your own timeline, and it does seem like it's taking forever. It's worth the wait.
Yeah. I think Ben Staley's always joked that like she dated me half a year longer than actually we started dating. So, but yeah, I suppose following on from that, I remember someone I was listening to from Tim Keller, and he was talking about the very things that the world kind of says draws us to a partner are the very things that deteriorate and diminish. The things that you actually want to be drawn to are the very things that actually will get stronger and grow and get better and better. So, I suppose with Steph, at first we're just always friends, and then from that, I could see her faith, and I could see just her work with God, and just that kind of was what really drew me, and then our friendship as well. And so that's the thing that can actually grow and get stronger and stronger. And obviously there's physical attraction, but as we get older and that fades away, the other things are going to get stronger and stronger. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like just kind of what Steph was saying, surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded and stuff, I think is just so important, and having people that are for your relationship and will keep you accountable if you're doing maybe something you shouldn't be or anything like that. Yeah, and just keeping God as at the center of your relationship and making sure you're pouring into that relationship as well as each other's relationship, and just, yeah, be friends, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just add on to that point of just, focusing on your relationship with God is very important, because, like, no matter what, like, Kanika's not going to meet every single of my needs, and if I rely on her to do that, it's not going to work. But if you focus on God, He will fill the needs, and then once those are filled, you can actually put that onto the other person, and you can serve them instead of trying to be in a relationship. Oh, what am I going to get out of this? Why aren't you doing this for me? I can change my mindset and be like, oh, how can I serve you? What can I do for you? Yeah, I think that's pretty crucial.
You know, such wisdom. You know, some of us older ones can learn so much from what we've heard up here today, and it's really precious. It's come from really beautiful places, really wise, and I can see great futures in front of you all, and the children, and the legacy that we leave because of the things that, you know, have been set up here, and the life that we lead from that. So thank you so much for sharing with us, and giving us a piece of you, so that we can take that and use it in our own lives. So many blessings to you. Thank you.
Tomorrow, and for every day that follows, thank Him for love, for family, for the blessings, oh, so many. I'm thanking God, oh, thank God for today.